Story time with Fergie and friends.
It's story time with Fergie and friends. Hello, hello. And this day, the day Grandpa Bunny forgot Ben's name, Isla Wynter. Well, here we have our laughing goggles on, reading goggles on. Hello, story time with Fergie and friends. Hello, mums, dads, girls, boys, aunts and uncles, granny, grandpa. The day Grandpa Bunny forgot Ben's name, Isla Wynter. Oh, well, looky here. This book belongs to Grandpa Bunny. Lived in a cute little house at the edge of the forest. He had a pet chicken called Quack and lots of plants that he watered every day. One day Grandpa Bunny couldn't find his carrots. He looked for them in the bathroom, the bedroom and in the shed, but they were nowhere to be found. "Have you seen my carrots?" he asked Ben, who'd come over for a visit. "They're in the kitchen," Grandpa Ben said. He was a bit confused why his grandfather hadn't known that. Carrots were always stored in the kitchen. The next day, Ben visited again. This time he found Grandpa Bunny sitting in a big plant pot. "What are you doing, Grandpa?" he asked. He was a little worried. Was Grandpa Bunny ill? "I don't know," Grandpa Bunny said. "I forgot what I was doing. Maybe I was watering the plants." "But you don't go into the plant pot to water them," Ben said. Even he knew that he was still a young bunny. "You're right. Maybe I should go and see a doctor. I think there's something wrong with me," Grandpa Bunny said. "Your grandpa is unwell," Dr. Bear told Ben. "He's got something called dementia. Many old people get that." "What's dementia?" Ben asked. "Can I get it too?" He remembered that when his friend Betty had the flu last winter, she'd passed it on to him, and Ben had got ill too. "No, it's not like flu," Dr. Bear explained. "Your grandpa is ill in his brain. It makes him forget things and behave strangely sometimes." "Like searching for carrots in the bathroom?" Ben asked. "Yes, just like that," Dr. Bear said with a nod. "He gets confused about a lot of things. I don't have any medicine that can make him better, but I know how you can help him." "I'll do anything," Ben said immediately. He loved Grandpa Bunny very much and wanted him to be happy. "Spend some time with him," the doctor said. "Have some fun. Show him how much you care for him." When Ben visited Grandpa Bunny the next day, his grandfather looked very sad. "I keep forgetting things," Grandpa Bunny said with a sigh. "Oh, how about I help you remember?" Ben suggested. And so he helped his grandfather water the plants and gather some carrots for the pantry and feed Quack, the pet chicken, who was always very hungry. Ben never knew what mood Grandpa Bunny would be in. Sometimes Grandpa Bunny was very happy and laughed a lot, but other days he would be sad and cry. And on the really bad days he got angry and started shouting. Ben got scared when that happened, even though he was a very brave little rabbit. One day Grandpa Bunny looked at Ben very strangely. "Who are you?" he asked. "Are you my neighbour?" Ben became very scared and sad. "I'm your Grand Bunny Ben," he said. "Have you forgotten?" Ben, oh goodness me, of course," Grandpa Bunny cried. "You're Ben, my little Grand Bunny. I don't know how I could forget." "It's your dementia," Ben explained, but Grandpa Bunny had already forgotten about that as well. One day Grandpa Bunny got lost in the forest. He couldn't remember where he lived. That day Ben's parents decided that Grandpa Bunny would move into a house with lots of other older rabbits. He'd be safe there. "You can visit him every day," Ben's father said. "You can play games with him," Ben's mother said. "Home for elderly bunnies." Ben visited his grandfather every day. Sometimes Grandpa Bunny recognized Ben, but sometimes he didn't. Ben became sad when that happened, but he knew that Grandpa Bunny was ill and that it wasn't his fault. One day Ben brought some flowers. He knew they were his grandfather's favorite. "Do you know why I love these so much, Grandpa?" Bunny asked. Ben shook his head. "One day when I was a little older than you are now, I was sitting in a field of flowers when this beautiful bunny girl came along. We started talking and quickly became the best of friends. We had some wonderful adventures, Grandpa Bunny said with a smile. "A few years later we married. That beautiful bunny was your grandmother, and now every time I see these flowers I think of her." When Ben left the home for elderly bunnies, his grandfather was still talking about the past. That made Ben feel a lot better. Ben realised that even though Grandpa Bunny had trouble remembering Ben's name and where he'd put his carrot, he could still remember other things. And now that he knew that flowers made his grandfather happy, he would bring him flowers every day. Some days it seemed like Grandpa Bunny was disappearing, like he was becoming a completely different bunny. But now Ben knew that his grandfather was still there. It was just a little different. "I love you very much," Ben said. "I love you too," Grandpa Bunny said. And and gave Ben a big hug. The end. Ben's list of how to be a good grand bunny. Spend time with Grandpa Bunny. Remember, it's not my fault if he gets angry or sad. Talk to other bunnies whose grandparents have dementia. Be patient when he repeats the same thing again and again. Ask my parents if I don't understand what's happening. Tell him about my life. Play games together. Help him find his carrots. And listen to his stories. Well done, Grandpa Bunny. And don't forget Ben's name. What a lovely story. Thank you, Isla Wynter. And thank you for doing such a beautiful job.
Story time with Fergie and friends.